The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
Last year, the Las Vegas Raiders beat the Kansas City Chiefs for the first time since 2017 and split the series. So they're ready to compete for the AFC West with their hated rivals this year, right? Well, it didn't look that way Sunday when the Raiders got tossed up 41-14. So people are talking, saying the Chiefs are back, and so are the Raiders, back to their losing ways. There's a perception that the Raiders are in the haze over the John Gruden controversy and Henry Ruggs tragedy too. But I think they miss Ruggs, the guy that's changed the matchup between the Chiefs and the Raiders the most on the field more than anything. So they just need Deshaun Jackson, Ruggs before Ruggs, to get up to speed with the offense. And hopefully the Raiders get Trayvon Mullen back soon. But the season is not over. The Raiders are still within striking distance of the Chiefs at 5-4 with 8 games left. Remember, it wasn't long ago that the Chiefs were left for dead. The Raiders are still built to compete with the Chiefs. Let's look at the matchup over the last few years to see how. Let's start with the defense versus the Chief offense in 2019. The worst defense in the NFL against the best offense in the NFL. And to use a basketball analogy, it was like watching Gary Coleman defend Shaq in the post. A big mismatch. The Chiefs' speed at receiver was way too much for the slow Raider secondary. Oh, and as Mark Jackson would say, "Mama, there goes that man again." And you guys know who I'm talking about. Of course, it's Travis Kelce. Mahomes was slinging that thing around. He put up 21 in one quarter. He kept dropping bombs, and yeah, you know the rest. Oh, and if not for this flag you're going to see in the backfield, it would have been a 28-point quarter. But either way, the Chiefs win 28-10. Then in the rematch later that year, with Max Crosby now in the starting lineup, the Raiders got after Mahomes a little more, and he only threw for 175 yards. But he did run for a touchdown. And throw for one. But like I said, the Raiders got after Mahomes, and they forced him into a mistake. But unfortunately, they didn't take advantage of it. There was one mistake the Raiders did take advantage of, but it was wiped away by a bogus penalty. But either way, the Chiefs won 40-9 mainly because of their defense. Then comes 2020 and 2019 number 4 overall. Cleveland Fro has a big game with 9 pressures. And Crosby had a sack in that game. And all Mahomes running around and scrambling amounted to nothing as the Raiders appeared to be ready for it. And Mahomes would give the Raiders a couple of more chances. They wouldn't exactly capitalize on this one. But as Furl kept that pressure up, they capitalized on this one. It helped that the Chief offense was trying to keep up with the Raider offense for a change. But the Raiders would go on to win 40-32. Then in the rematch, The Raiders got after Mahomes again as the Chief offense was trying to keep up with the Raider offense. This pressure by Malik Collins led to an interception by Trayvon Mullen. But unfortunately, the Chiefs adapted and started to matriculate the ball slowly down the field with outside runs and short passes. And thanks to safety Jonathan Abram being out of his zone, the Chiefs were able to pull this one out in the closing minutes. Travis Kelce again. It doesn't stop. Now on offense, where I'm going to go back to 2018, where the Chiefs just jumped Raiders short routes because they had no deep threat. This would have been 2 pick sixes for Carr, but left tackle Colton Miller was in hustle mode. Then in 2019, the same thing. Jump the short routes that you know are coming. I think this was pass interference though. Tight end Darren Waller was emerging as a weapon then, and the Chiefs were not going to allow him to beat them. So they were well served to take care of him and the underneath routes. But in 2020, Henry Ruggs changed the matchup with his speed. He provided quick strike scoring, which is why the Chiefs were trying to keep up with the Raiders instead of the other way around. Next thing you know, the field is open for slot machine Hunter Renfrow. And Waller, the team's true number 1 receiver. Eating up big chunks of yardage got the Raiders more looks in the red zone too. So in the rematch, the Chiefs defense focused on Ruggs, and that opened the field for Waller. The slot machine over the middle. And then teammate Nelson Aguilar over the middle, as Ruggs occupied the safety for a split second. The Raiders got the running game going a little bit. But it was Carr's 3 touchdown passes on the day that led the way on offense. This one to Waller. Then Sunday, the offense started off with a run. And waggles to Waller that really didn't amount to much. Then Carr and the offense warmed up and they started to strike deep. This one to Bryan Edwards. Then we have a Deshaun Jackson sighting as he occupies the safety for Zay Jones. Then the Chiefs defense doubles Waller, leaving Jackson one-on-one with the safety, and you know what kind of mismatch that is. But instead of just running after he makes the catch, he inexplicably starts backpedaling and he ends up fumbling. And that's a 14-point switch that broke the Raiders back for the game. offense, the Chiefs were smart and safe with the football, throwing screens and short passes to offset the Raiders' vaunted pass rush. And boy, did they take advantage of Brandon Faison in the red zone. Can't wait till Mullen gets back. And of course, they took advantage of strong safety Jonathan Abram in coverage too. The Raiders could have had their own 14-point switch here, but cornerback Casey Hayward didn't catch the football. Then the Raiders could have fended off a touchdown drive here, but rookie safety Trayvon Merrick didn't catch the ball. In 2019, the Chiefs were too much. They were explosive on offense, while taking away the Raiders' only weapon on defense. But in 2020, Ruggs changed all that with his speed, making the Chiefs play from behind while getting after Mahomes. So after that split, we're supposed to see a good game in 2021, but instead the Raiders gave away breaks and didn't take advantage of the breaks given to them, causing a blowout. So don't be discouraged, it ain't over. Thank you for watching, see you next time.